Intel Electronics presents the Intellivision Gamer.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the second live stream today. Like I said earlier, I don't think I've ever done that before. We played some of the new homebrews earlier, and I'm excited for this one to do some game testing with the new final version of the Intelli-Paddle. Now, the creator of this controller is in chat, which is going to be great. He has tested a significant amount of games. We're going to see if we can test them a little further, and I just want to give my opinions on it. I really like this smaller version and with the 4 side buttons. Let's go. I've got it all hooked up. I have, let's see if I can pull it up here. I've got my Y. So for those, sometimes you can use a second controller, get it started, but you know, Stonix is one that you can't do that. And I'm sure there are other games as well. So that comes with it, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Charles. So we're going to get into some game testing. There's a few that I really want to test. And then we're going to get some recommendations from Charles and chat, because I pretty much have access to every homebrew and original game right here. I've got Brickout. I've got Astro Invader, Stonix. Of course, we got to try Astro Smash. And I apologize, guys. I've been apologizing for days. I have a really bad sore throat. So if I'm talking a little funny, I forgot to bring water up again. Excuse that. I'm doing the best I can. It hurts to talk a little bit, so I'm sounding a little bit different, but I'll get through it. So we're going to get into some game testing here. Let's welcome everyone in chat. First one here, Chris Walker. Good afternoon, Intellivision Gamer, to all in afternoon Intellivision land. Good afternoon to y'all too. Charles, the creator of this controller, howdy. I tried to time this in the afternoon where I thought he might be able to catch it. I was going to do this one in the morning. My daughter needs to be picked up from school by 2:35. And so I set it at 1. And then we've got another hardware creator coming over to do some testing on, those adapters to use other controllers. And that is at 4 my time. So that's in 3 hours. So I've got a fine window today. The second time I've been live. I've got some hardware testing going on at 4. And I've been helping my kids, or my one boy's home for 2 days, and helping him get his homework done and eating lunch and whatnot. That's all I've done this morning. So who else is in here? Chris says, looks like I need to get an Intellivision to be able to use the paddle. I have been looking for a good reason. And Intellivision 2, it'll work with the 2609. You just have to have some kind of mechanism or adapters. And it's not easy like the Intellivision 2 or the Sears. The Sears one works great as well. That's actually my favorite console. Not the way it looks, but it's the 2609 console with removable controllers. So I have 4 consoles modded. I need to get a Sears done just to have the best of both worlds. Chris says, I have a Intellivision, but it's hardwired too. You can take it apart and use adapters. It's still a plug. It's just inside. So that will work. Charles says, yep, there are pretty simple ways to add a DB9 to OG Intellivisions. That would be the easier way for you, sir. Benvril, welcome back. Good to see you. Chris says, I picked up the turbo controller and it works very well, so I was stoked to see this coming out. Yes, I have one of those as well. It's on the other side in my Atari section of the game room. Charles says, I'm also working on the CV paddle. Need to do some code tweaks. Very cool. I will definitely pick up one of those as well. It's close to release also. Always good. Try some Time Pilot. I don't know. I'll try it. We'll add that to the list. But the disc is really good on Time Pilot. Yes, that would be sweet. It's always nice to have controller options. Nope, only 180 degrees. It requires up and down and left and right. Or at least the one I have does. It was a beta copy. PJ Smith, what's going on? Good to see you back. Operation Shutdown's here. The moment is upon us. We're going to play some games with the paddle controller. And if you guys just popped in, we've also got the controller's creator in the chat, which is awesome. He'll be able to field all kinds of technical questions that I would not be able to. Kurt Bradshaw, what's going on? Welcome, Kurt. Oop, that one is the one I meant to grab. PJ says we need one more bowler if anyone wants to join the Intellivision Bowling League. Did Torso respond? He was an iffy, so we do need bowlers. We need at least one. Go Game Go Jeff cannot do it this time, and we need one, but a few more would be great. It's easy. You just get on and bowl. I'm pretty sure you'll be provided with the Striker ROM. You would have to be. It was sponsored by the creator David Harley of Intelligent Vision. I already had it, but he gave everyone the ROM so we could do the league. It was sponsored. So that's a cool way to get the game, just saying. All right, so what should we try first? And I was going to have that list popped up. The original one I had from you, Charles, I had like 4 games that were untested. Did you since test 2 more of those? Because I only saw 2 that you didn't have on the newer one. Let me pop that up here. I didn't save the newer one. So I had Gorf, Space Invaders, Clax, and Gyrus on your list of that you didn't have. But on the newer one, which I don't have in front of me, let me leave this one up here. Gorf and Space Invaders. Those are the ones you tried or the ones you need to? It's a little bit of a delay here between me and me seeing what you guys type. So give them a quick second. They work. Gorf and Space Invaders work. Sweet. All right. So let me see. What is that? Astro Invaders. Yes, that one's already there. So some of these are going to be repeats, but we might as well. Demon Attack. Is that one on his list? Demon Attack. Demon Attack works. So a lot of these are already tested. Let's go ahead and try the 2 that he hasn't been able to test yet, and then we'll show you some of the games that he's already tested just to get my impressions, and I want to feel how they work too, and show you guys what is Ghost Clown. Charles, what's Ghost Town? Ghost Clown. I am not familiar with that game. It may not let you put that link in. I hope it does. Let me know, guys, if that's clickable. I'm not sure if you can leave a clickable link like Atari Circus. Huh. I don't believe I have that one. That is just a ROM, right? That can't be CIB, or I'll be crying. All right, so Gorf and Space Invaders work. We need Clax and Gyrus. Oh, my Gyrus. Is it even open? One of them is. So this game has some controversy behind it, but we won't get into that. So my copy was messed up a little bit, and the case was torn, and I had to order. I got a second one. I believe I just paid for the box. I can't even remember. This one was smashed. You can see the inside here as well. Can't have that. Oh, yeah, the label, too. I forgot about that. My label was, like, all weird. See how it's all worn? I've never even... I opened this. That was it. This is the way it came. So I just got a very, very smushed, beat-up version all the way here. All right, so, guys, I apologize already for the hum. You guys are going to hear some hum. My Intellivision 2 consoles are being sent back shortly to be fixed. There is hum on these. So hopefully it's not too bad. It's the only way I can play this controller for now. So I'm guessing Gyrus doesn't use all directions on the disc. So if it does, it won't work. Well, let's try. And I'm not familiar with how to set these. I know the 1 and 2 on and off, reverse direction, normal direction, switch to vertical and horizontal. You may have to help me with what I should have. Okay, press enter. Let me turn that down just a little bit. So it is working, but I can't go all the way down again. I can fire. It is nice to spin around. It is smooth too, but I can't go down low. Is that a dip switch setting, or is that just this game not going to work fully? What's going on, Michael Hayes? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you should be. So you can see I've got the top. It's really smooth. But I can't go down low. I started down there, but as soon as I move past that point, try to get it in here. Could this be a jumper setting, or is this just going to be a game that doesn't fully work, is not fully compatible? Man, is that smooth. What's going on, Code? Welcome from the road. You're not in Georgia, huh? Needs iRup, so it's a no. Okay. So, Gyrus. Let me get off this screen. I don't want to flash you guys. Gyrus works great for the directions that it works in, but it will not work overall. That's sad because, man, that was fluid. All right, so what was the other one? We're going to try Clax. I don't believe I've ever even played Clax. Clax. Thank the Lord for alphabetical order. Where are you? We may even have to open this thing. Yes, we will. I have not opened a sealed homebrew in a while. All right. It's going to make a big old mess. It's going to make a big old mess getting all these games out. Like when I did the 2024 homebrew year in review, man, did I have stuff everywhere. And right after I did that is whenever I had my emergency surgery a few days later, and I hadn't cleaned that up. And a lot of the games were like down here low and on the floor. Man, I could not get down there and bend over to pick all that up. I couldn't even get up here for over a week. All right, I guess I learned how to play Clax. Yeah, that would be awesome. Once the publishers and programmers know that you got viable controller options, there's some other stuff in the works too. I can't speak on it, but there's some other stuff in the works too that's going to help everything. So that would be great to see, especially any game like this, make it work with a paddle. Everyone's going to have an option to get it. That would be awesome because, man, it's so fluid. It is so good. That was probably the smoothest I have seen a game run through like that. It worked perfect for that. New game. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, this isn't going to help when you don't know how to play the game. So it's working. I'm spinning across here, but I don't know how to play the game. Okay, so I'm catching it, and I'm picking where to drop it. And then it disappears. So I don't know if this is me not knowing how to play the game or if it's something with the controller. It is really touchy. Like, almost like if I even breathe on it, it's moving. And then it disappears off to the left or right. And I don't know, like, again, I don't know if this is me not knowing how to play the game, but I can't get that thing back. Put 3 in a row. Yeah, I've got that. And I can move it here, but once it, like, it just moves. Like, I'm not moving it, but if you just, I mean, a tiny little bit, if you touch that thing at all, like, I can't, there we go. Come on. Atari Creep, what's going on? Good to see you. Doing some testing on the Intelli-Paddle controller, seeing what games are going to work with it and how well they work. We've got the controller creator in the chat, which is probably going to prove to be invaluable. Let's continue. Try one more time here. So you wait for a color, and then you drop it, and you want to get like 3 in a row, but I have to be very careful not to move. Oh my gosh, it super sensitive. And then once it goes off, like I said, any suggestions, Carl or Charles? Is this a dip switch thing? Is this just how the game is set up? Because I have no clue. Let's move to a one that I actually know how to play. I'm just gonna leave the blue screen on because I keep forgetting to turn it. So let's try Astro Smash. These I can put the same card in. I know everyone wants to see that. I don't know. I'll plug it back in here in a minute and I'll try. Salvador, what's going on? Good to see you, sir. Sorry about the buzz again, guys. I can actually hold it in one little spot and it'll stay for a while. But it needs to be repaired. All right, so let's check out Astro Smash. It's very fluid. Like, you can move minute amounts. I am not grabbing the whole wheel. I'm spinning my finger on top, which for some reason I think I find it to be easier. I'm just spinning on top here. I don't have my overhead camera, but you can see. It doesn't accelerate as you move. You just move the same speed, so it doesn't matter how fast you spin it. Any other 125 non-homebrew games, put them in the comments and we'll try them. Astro Smash works great. Definitely take a little bit of getting used to when you're used to a controller for the last 45 years. Let's catch up on chat here. It's introduced precision control to the Intelli. It does feel smooth. It really does. Nora, what's going on? Yes, That if you're talking about that red AtariAge, it's the same guy, same controller. It's just this is the Intelli-Paddle. Like Astro Blast on VCS with the paddle. Yes, sir. It does work well. Any other 125 games that we need to try, guys? Astro Smash was first on my list. It can't be. Atari games are programmed to work with a paddle. This is doing the best to give the feel of using a paddle. Would never be perfect. Using it's pretty good, Charles. Super smooth. Stonix. Well, let's do 125 for a few. Stonix. Yes, I will do Stonix. I have tried, not with this new one, but I believe it's pretty much the same. I have the other version. Let me switch back here. Right here, I have an older sibling of the controller, and I have played it with that one, but I have not tried it with this controller, no. What about using it for the Astronaut and Space Hawk? Don't know. Let's check. First, let's check Charles. I don't see Space Hawk. Let's try it. Another game I've only played a few times. Charles says, yep, the other version is basically the same, just the 2019 version. It was more expensive and not very popular. I think I sold 9 of them. Well, hopefully we sell a lot more of these and start making it a regular thing, giving the homebrew guys, the publishers, and programmers another option to make some good games and utilize a different controller, or at least have the option for that other said controller. There it was, Space Hawk. Well, you can't turn this. I was like, why is that moving? Just me moving it, bumping it, it was doing it. The hell am I looking at? Space Hawk. We'll have 15 more for sale tomorrow or Friday. Already in the description of this video, I have a link to that AtariAge thread. If you're interested in the Intelli-Paddle, that's where you go and leave a message or PM them. And yeah, there you go. I have more parts on order. Had to spend $1,000 in parts. Woo! Okay, so I'm able to turn like you. Oop, here we go again. I don't know why I'm doing that so much. I almost never. There, I'm spinning all the way around. I'm only able to go like this. Like, that's from when I get hit. Is this something with the dip switches, Charles? Or I can go left or right like that, and that's it. The dip switches, I'm not too familiar with. Like I said, there's 2 dip switches on the bottom. One has on or off, reverse direction, left goes right, left goes right, up goes down. An off position, normal, either left goes left or down goes down. And then the second switch, on and off. On, vertical goes up and down. Switch 1 affects the direction to turn paddle. Off, horizontal, object goes left or right. Switch 1 affects the direction to turn paddle. Nope, wait until the sell thread is up. I will add a link to the original topic once it's up. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too much about this game either. I know on the disc, like, let me bring up the disc here. See, I can pretty much go in any direction. And then when I thrust, so it's only going left or right. You have to go in all directions. You have to be able to go in all directions for this game. I know there's different control settings, so I don't know if one of them would work better than others. I'm not too familiar with this game, nor am I good at it. But like the disc, I'm using all different directions. All right. Nope. Buzz Bombers? Are you saying nope to Buzz Bombers? Let's see if he's tried that. I don't see Buzz Bombers. Oop. Oh, come on. I'll go up. No to the other game. Okay. It's pretty fluid with Buzz Bombers. Myself, on the other hand, not so much. Let me grab it with a controller. Back to the spinner. Carnival. Updating the list as you test. That's perfect. Buzz Bombers works. So as far as the dip switches, is that just if I want to change the direction or make right go left and left go right and such things like that? So there's Buzz Bombers. Now we're going to go to Carnival. Beam Rider, we'll do that one. I always forget that I have to start over. Sorry for the flashing, guys. All right, so what was next? Carnival. Be prepared for some top level music. Beam Rider up next. I don't know what that was. Hold on, I'm turning it down. We'll turn this one down lower. Works very fluid. Oh. I would say this one's a success as well. Again, due to the fact that you're not spinning it back and forth once, I am using my finger on top to get it like that. I can keep going easily and not stop. All right, so I'm going to try Beam Rider. Do we have one? So what's next after Beam Rider? 125 games. We're going to try Stonix. We have several homebrews we can still try. Some are already on his list, but I'd still like to try him too. David Harley to work on the game. David loves doing stuff, but he has to want to work on the game to do it. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to come on here and talk about consoles I don't collect for or don't really play. But David has to like the game already pretty much to want to do his magic. So we're going to try Beam Rider. So like I said, I do have a Y adapter And that's so I can plug in the Intelli-Paddle. I plug in the adapter, then I plug in the Intelli-Paddle to one side and the controller to the other side. If it's a game that you need the keypad to select, like right here. That's working here. Very cool. And this one, I am just, because you're going on beam, I'm using it like this. I'm holding the sides and going from beam to beam because you just move it a little bit. If you move it a lot, it'll keep going. So it may take a little bit of getting used to, but it's very fluid as well. This one, I am gripping it different. Great game. I did not have this one as a kid. It's one of the games I wish I had as a kid. That and Worm Womper, that's another one. Don't shoot that guy. Free man. Beam Rider. Nice. Oh, forgot the bomb. I missed. I forgot it was a different button. Up and down. Benadryl, one of the paddles. So far, I'm selling all mine. I do have a pink prototype. Up and down also work well. Here's a quote from the purchaser. What game we're going to try next out of the 125, guys? Cannabis Kid, welcome. What's going on? Pop you up. Oh, didn't see a pop up there. Always good to see you. Any shooter. All right. I have one of those Intellivision 2s that are modded that you barely have to hold in the power button at all and it turns it off, which I love. All right. That's not going to work. Sorry, we're here, guys. I got to try this. Real steering. I know he said it didn't work. I just want to see what it does. I love this game as a kid. It does work. I don't know if you would want to play it this way. Because sometimes what it's doing is it's just like turning the direction, but in slower mode. You can't use that disc where you really turn sharp. So you just have that slow turn. While it does work, you can't really play it that way. It does work. At least this version is one of the 2 ROM variants. Like I can move and it's nice, but you can't turn sharp. Like the only way to go is that nice, slow, gradual turn. Man, I was really hoping. That was one of the first games that I was wondering about. So you've only got that slow turn. Like, it works. I guess I could hit the brake, but it's not going to be... Like, I could get through a level, but you're not going to compete with it. Like right here, you need to be able to push in a different direction than just moving left or right. Like, you can't make that sharp turn. Otherwise, it would be good. The other ROM? All right. I don't think it's going to work on the other one, but I could be wrong. Oop. Come on. The RTO would be good for this. In fact, I should probably switch to the RTO because I can just hit a little button and not have to turn it off and on so many times. Let me see about that. I know I've got them here. That's not the one I've used. Here we go. Let me make sure. I don't even remember if it worked. If I've tried it with the Intellivision too. All right, this will be easier. Should be anyway. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Why is it doing that? I am literally having a hard time selecting. Airstrike, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, definitely not Astro Smash, Atlantis, Auto Racing, we just tried that. This one doesn't have, oh my gosh. I'm having a hard time selecting the game. I don't know if it, All right, so this is the other version of the Auto Racing steering. I really can't see this one working, but let's try it. Yeah, this one's definitely a no-go. The other one works. You just can't turn sharp. This one doesn't work at all. All right. That's a definite no, Salvador. Beauty and the Beast. Blockade Runner. Blowout. What else we got here, guys? They should be as long as people are interested and I can get parts. Yep. That's always good to hear. As long as people want them, they're going to be available. Tar Creep says, will these be available around March? Once I finish school, I'll be back to work. This is fantastic, for real. Yeah, for certain games, it's great. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Good to see you. Do I've got Beat 'em and Eat 'em homebrew? Tested on that. I do, Mike. Oh. All right. So we'll add that. We've got Sonics and Beat 'em and Eat 'em. First, we're going through the 125, and then that's number 2 in homebrew. I will try it. Demon Attack, that's right. Burger Time, no. Buzz Bombers, we tried. Carnival, we tried. Choplifter Commando, Congo Bongo, Crazy Clones, Defender, no. Demon Attack, that's the next one. Oh boy, let's try this. It works. Oops, except I pushed the wrong button for the game. I don't have an overlay in front of me. I know there's different versions where you switch back and forth. Who knows which one to push? David, what's going on? 2 back-to-back Horse Racing Live champion. Won it on the last race on Monday. Demon Attack, overlay. I have one, but this is quicker. Crap, it just tells me the numbers. I still don't know. Number 1. Chuck, what's going on? Oh, yeah. This one works, definitely. Again, I'm doing this with my finger spinning on top. That, it's not smooth on top, which does help. If you're in tight quarters, I'm grabbing it on the sides. You can see it going back and forth here, just real smooth. Don't want to get firepower. I just had to look over. Please have the game screen on. For some reason, on this stream, I've forgot a few times. See if we can get to that boss. We'll call this game good. I want to see. Catch up with you guys in 1 second here. Mike, I've got to get the creator of this paddle controller on the Retro Bliss. That is Charles. He is here. Oh, I got tagged. And again. All right, so Demon Attack works. It is hard to get used to controlling a game different when you've played it for so many years. Okay, let's catch up. Cannabis Kid saying you should get him on the show. Not a bad idea. Creep. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. So I guess now I need an Intellivision 2. You can also use a Sears. Sears works as well. Or a modded console. You can also use adapters. You just got to take apart the bottom. They make adapters that you can plug in and kind of have them hanging out. While not ideal, it is an option. Yeah, you can have a whole show on different controllers. BD Retro Mods. You guys have had him on, though. IR Geek, what's going on? Tari Creep says, what a fun controller. Great job, Charles. How do you say your name? Dysert? I have to head to a choo-choo to pick up the boss. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Creeper, always good to see you. Apparently, also would work on Facebook if you have the JS Convert. Sears console would be awesome. Must find one. Yeah, it's a good console. Best of both worlds, in my opinion. I'm late to the party. I have to go back and watch. We are testing the Intelli-Paddle controller on 125 games and homebrew to see how well, if it works for one and how well. So what have we got next? Again, sorry for the blue flash. I do not have a reset button on this. I do like how it lets me right where I left off. Diner, Donkey Kong, no. Fathom, no. If you guys have something in mind, we can go to it. Or if you see one that I'm skipping, I don't believe Hover Force, any of these are going to work that I'm passing, but I could be wrong. We'll get to the homebrews here in a few minutes. I did try Astro Smash, Chuck. It works great. That was the first 125 game I wanted to try. Instead of turning it like this, let me get the controller. Instead of being like this, oh, now what am I doing here? Oh, I'm turning that. I would put my finger on top and spin it, because sometimes you have to spin it multiple directions, you know, multiple times around to go all the way across the screen. I got it all screwed up. Match carousel, locomotion, lock and chase, none of those. Mission X. Mission X, you move forward and back, though. I don't think that would work. A regular shooter, it might, if you're just moving kind of like Galaga or something like that. We'll have to try those, because I do have all those as well. Mousetrap, Motocross, Nova Blast. Again, you're moving multiple directions. Pinball, Pitfall. Pole position. I don't think that's going to work, but let's try it. That's what we're here for. Word rockets on Word Fun. I'll go back and try it. Hey. Let me see. Let me hold the button here. Where am I at? Okay, so I thought at first it was going to, but it's not the buttons. I think you have to hold up. So if I start going back and forth, because it's also hitting up, I'm assuming, it starts to go. It turns left and right really well. My gosh, I wish this worked. If we had a ROM hack from David Hayes to make... a ROM hack to make maybe the side button be throttle, I think this would work great. I have a hard time controlling that. It does work great with the side to side. The only issue is throttle. Like I said, I believe that can be fixed with a ROM hack. Hey, there's a good one. Pong. Oh, is my Pong not going to work? Oh, come on. Sean. I got this Cuddle Cart 3 from my buddy Sean. And apparently Pong isn't working. Nope. Yeah, for the ROM hack. Michael Hayes is your man. David Harley could probably do that. I would love to try pole position with different controls where that would work. Mike's Gaming Gala says all racing games were holding up. Is accelerate should be fixed to use the side button. Personal pet peeve. I know. I hate that. Any kind NES would do that too. Was it Mock Rider? One of the release titles or close to it. You had to push up, and you still have to shift up and down or whatever to go or to shift. Shifting's the same thing, whether it's go or shift plus side to side. It's a disaster. I don't like it. What's going on, Luke? Good to see you. We are testing the new Intelli-Paddle with games, seeing what's compatible, what's not, coming up with ideas, giving Michael Hayes some work, like pole position. Man, that was great. Moving side to side, just need the throttle to be a side button, and that game is golden. So we'll have to talk to Michael, talk to David Harley. Maybe we can get a ROM hack game package CIB where you take a bunch of regular games and make them paddle friendly. Oops, don't want to turn that with this. Does not work well in menus. Okay, Pong doesn't work. Popeye, Cubert, Reversey. Oh, we're going to go back. I forgot. Learning Fun. Oh boy, what was that? Word Rockets and from Word. Oh, Word Fun, not Learning Fun. We'll get there. All right, I don't think any of these are going to work. Robot Rubble. Do you just move side to side in that one? I can't remember. Chuck, you know I've seen you play this. I guess I can grab the controller. Yeah. So Robot Rubble, I'm pretty sure this works because I don't think you move. I don't think you move except for side to side. Chuck might be back watching or off doing something else, but I would say Robot Rubble's good. It's nice and fluid. Again, I'm using that finger and making circular motions on top. Robot Rubble's good because I'm grabbing with the controller and I can't move forward at all, so it's just side to side. Can you go faster? How do you go faster, Chuck? How do I go faster with the regular controller? Because I'm on the regular controller right now and I'm moving the same. I'm not too familiar with this game. Oh, there we go. Oh, 7 just did something. Next stage where you avoid the springs, you have to be able to go up and... Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think you can go up and down. It definitely works for that one. Rocking Bullwinkle, Roulette. River Raid. I can't remember. Some of these games that has me questioning, can you move? Oh, so the speed up and slow down. I can move side to side. So it is playable, but I can't speed up. Again, this would need a button, a ROM hack for a button to be pushed to the side. But it does move nice and smooth. I just can't speed up. And you definitely need to be able to speed up. And slow down, I guess, for that matter. But it's playable. Oh, probably shouldn't have shot the fuel when you're almost out of fuel. Got a little bit there. And I shot the fuel. Again, that one works. Just can't accelerate or move fast. All right. Rocket Boom, that's the same ones. River Raid. I don't even know what Scarfinger. I mean, I know what it is, but I've never played it. What the heck is that? What the heck? I've never looked all the way through this thing. I've never seen that game before. Shark, no. Skiing? No, definitely not. Snafu, no. Space Armada. Definitely going to be good for this one. I might not be too good for this one, but the controller is. Scarfinger is a mix-up of Scarface and Goldfinger. I have it. Have not tried that one. That's one of the early homebrews. I was here the entire very early part of the homebrews, and then I was gone for like almost 15 years before I started collecting again. And now I have them all again. And there's a way more than there was way back then. Uh-oh, not going to make it. Almost did. So that one works. Space Armada is a go. Space Battle, no. Space Cadet. There we go. That's going to work because that one doesn't. Space Patrol. Space Spartans, definitely not. Spiker, no. Stack 'em. I don't know that I've played that. I don't think that's going to work. Can't spin them. Can move them side to side, but you can't spin them. No. Stampede. No, because you got to move forward and backward. Making me think about every single game and how they move. Star Strike, I don't think so. Stonix. I do have that on here. That makes it easier. We'll play it since it's here. I know Sonics works well, though, because I have played it before. It's the first one I wanted to try when I had the other controller. You can see it's real fluid. That's my favorite one. Z. Oh, and I forgot to get the ball. Z is my favorite. I like shooting those bricks. Stonix is actually the very first game that came to mind for the paddle controller. Uh-oh, come on. Now I just hold it down and keep my eye on the ball and don't even look where I'm shooting is the best way that I go about this. Otherwise, you will lose track eventually focusing on shooting and the ball will go down. Oop, I guess I could turn it back up. We're not in Carnival anymore. Let me know how the sounds are. Oop. Honestly, this makes Stonix... Yes. Now, there are ways... Stonix is programmed to use different directions on the disc, and you can speed up. And I cannot do that. That is the one thing I cannot do that on this, I don't think. Different directions on the disc, you can go slower or faster. But I honestly... I mean, it's going to be rare if you sit here and play. This is fine. I love this. I don't like playing games like this on a disc. I am with you there, Mike. All right, this one works great. Let me catch up on chat. Cannabis Kid said someone did a Mario ROM hack of Popeye. Popeye is now Mario. Olive Oil is now Peach. And Bluto is now Koopa Trooper Turtle. I have not seen that. I would like to see that. Super Mario Brothers is my favorite all-time series by far. Luke's Awakening says, is Scarfing... Oh, yeah, we read that one. Say hello to my little friend, Mr. Bond. Yes, this makes Stonix... Oop, where'd I go here? This makes Stonix playable. In my opinion, I agree with you, sir. But there is that one thing like I spoke about. It's like, I think it's more of like directly up and side to side. It goes faster. I can't remember for sure, but there is a way that moves faster with the disc. Block 'em, sock 'em. Okay, I need to write them down. So now I've got a few. Let me grab scratch paper here. And what were those? I know beat 'em and eat 'em, Mike. And we've got block 'em, sock 'em. I forgot what that first one was, the homebrew. I think it was Stonix, but we're doing it right now. Yeah, you can't speed it up. But it plays fine. You don't need to speed up. So, I mean, if you like playing with a paddle and it makes the game playable for you, go for it. You can see right there, I was doing just fine without being... Honestly, I don't use the speed up on the controller either. I find it hard to get used to. I mean, I haven't sat down and played Stonix a ton, but I find it hard to get used to that speed up. Definitely not going to work for any of the sports. Thin Ice, no. Thunder Castle, no. Tower Doom, Triple Challenge. Tron Deadly Disc, no. Truckin' Turbo. We'll try it. I think you said this one didn't work. Again, you know, pole position would work with a quick ROM hack. I'm assuming it's quick, changing a button, but I have no clue, to be honest. See, this is the same thing. This one, I'm not getting anything. Pole position worked really well. I just couldn't throttle. Man, that is an annoying noise. 11-1 on the disc. That's what I thought. The creator called it Mario Eye. Charles says, I haven't noted on the list of games also for Mad Bomber. You can change bucket speed with the keypad. Okay. I do have Mad Bomber. We can try that one too. That would be another good one. Oh, the humanity, says Benvril. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, Turbo needs up, down. Word fun. We'll get there. That's W. I was talking homebrews because we're getting down right here to the end. Definitely not. Hey, look. I remember someone, was it Luke, joking about Vectron? Someone was. Venture, Whitewater. That wouldn't work. Word Fun. Baseball definitely doesn't. Okay, and we are talking about Word Rockets. And you're not going to work. Are you kidding me? Gonna make me pull out my original 125 copy for Word Fun. I've never changed out so many games on YouTube before as today. What the heck? What is going on here? Anyone know what's going on? It's not coming up. None of the games are loading. Let me unplug the controller just to see. Nope. What the heck? I don't think I've ever tried it, but it works in the menu. My Word Fun is not working. I'm going to be so bummed. I don't think I have another copy handy either. I don't think the ROM was doing it too, so I don't think it's my copy. It's got to be something with my console. Vectron. I don't know how to play it. I mean, some people like it. That's really hard. Mike says computer says no. Does it work on the Intellivision too? I'm guessing not, because that's the only way I can test the paddle controller currently, so that's my only option. I didn't realize that was a game that didn't work. Where's Casey? Luke says, unplug the paddle. I did that. I unplugged the adapter, the paddle, everything, and just had a regular controller plugged in, and it did the same thing. That was my first thought. I think that was it as far as... We got a few more here. Not soccer. Worm Womper. So I can go one way or the other. Obviously, I guess you could switch a dip switch, and if you wanted to go just up and down, but you're not going to be able to play this one fully. It is really smooth. That would pretty much need a roller controller. Oops. Yogi. Zaxxon, definitely not. Zombie Marbles? The hell is that? John Doherty. Huh. This might work if I switch it up and down. Which one is it here? I know this one I can switch. Reverse direction, left goes up, left goes down. Number 2. I'm thinking I can switch these when it's on. I hope. Reset. Okay. So I'm only getting some movements here. Charles. I can only move that little amount. What I did was I took dip switch 2 and I turned it on. One does nothing. Do you ever flick them both? Nope, same kind of thing here. Man, this looks like a game that would be great for it too, because you're just moving. Let me try it with the controller and see what happens. What's it? Maybe it's not the controller because... Let me try with this other one. I'm having weird movements. Oh, I see why. So it's not... You can do it. This game's a weird one. Like, you don't just move. You tap to move. So I have to go and stop, go and stop. So you can play it. I don't know that I like the way the controls are on this one. You can see I'm doing it now. Every line, you have to, like, stop, go again, stop, go again, stop, go again. So that's just the control on that game. But it does work the same as the controller does. I think we're at the bottom of our list. Spine of the Bee. I don't know. Prototypes. I've never even been in these. Demo carts, ECS. I don't think any of those. Trying to think of all these. No. Prototypes. Airstrike Baseball 2. Deadly Dogs. Easter eggs. Go for the Gold. Grid Shock. Halloween Street. Hand controller demo. That could be interesting. So there I have the dip switch. So my left and right are going up and down. And if I flip the second dip switch back to 2, you'll see it just goes left and right. Let me flip this dip switch. C and 4. Will that be different without it? This one. C and 4 the same. So that's one way to figure out what dip switch does what. And there's your side buttons here. I almost was excited. I thought I was going to get a second cuddle cart until I realized whoever it was that listed that, it's literally just the cart shell and the sticker. And I saw someone bid on it. It started at $50. And I'm like, I'm getting me a second one. Those things are pretty rare. And then I finally went in the description. It's like, just the cart and sticker. I'm like, oh, someone's going to be pissed. Some of these NTOS, I have not played a lot of these. I didn't even realize these were in here. River Raid, Hard Play, Santa's Helper, Super Masters. That might be the early version of Diner, I'm guessing. I don't know. Tower of Mystery. I don't know what some of these are to try, so prototypes, test cards, 2-player. All right, let's try some homebrew. Catch up on chat here. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about that one game where I finally figured it out when I tried to use a regular controller. HXTR, what's going on? Yes, that controller is pretty sweet. And the guy that makes it is in chat, Charles Dysert. They are for sale. Brickout works, but not great. Okay, we'll get to that one. Woohoo! All right, we're almost to beat 'em and eat 'em. Mike's favorite game on the Intellivision. Let's see, we tried Oh, we are there. We are on Beat 'em and Eat 'em. We got it right here. A lot of you probably haven't seen this game. Mystique. There's a lot of these on Atari. We don't have too many on Intellivision, but this one we do. I remember I was first coming back to collecting, and I was buying every homebrew that I could lay my eyes on. I bought so many so fast. It was nuts. But I remember seeing this going, what in the heck is that? Because I had no clue about the Atari games. And I remember people saying, oh, someone bought Beat 'em and Eat 'em. Well, I wasn't buying it because I like it. I was buying it because I have to have them all. But they were making fun that someone bought Beat 'em and Eat 'em. It's like, I don't think I ever told anyone. That someone was me. Oh, yeah. Look at that, Mike. Uh-oh. I think because I died. I don't know how to play this. I got to catch all that stuff. That's Mike down there on the bottom. Or Michelle. This works really good. Beat 'em and eat 'em. You can put that on your list. Oh, sorry, guys. Damn it. You can put that on the list. You can see Michelle at the bottom. I'll have it go back and forth for you guys. Look how smooth that is. I'm not very good at catching this stuff, Mike. But Michelle is. Let's try again. If Poe was here, only if Poe was here. Phil, if you're here, cover your eyes. That's real fluid. All right. Beat 'em and eat 'em is a win. Oh, I'm making a mess of my games. All right, so what's next? Block 'em, sock 'em. Pretty sure that's the first time I've opened this. I wouldn't even have known if that wasn't the game in there. All right. I don't think I've ever stood up. Good thing I have pants on. Block 'em, sock 'em. If I don't put these away, I'll even run out of room. All right. So this is, let me get it back up here. Block 'em, sock 'em. This was Brian's man cave for the immortal John Hancock. Now Brian is working on another game. Is it Turtles? It's a port. I'm looking forward to finding out more information on that. It's another game for Hancock. There's the splash screen. There's Brian. Let me make sure I don't miss any. Big block, what's going on? I never saw any of those. I was way too young. My parents wouldn't have bought me that. Smut. Mad Bomber. Let me get that on there. That is the next one. Mad Bomber's already on there. It's next. It's very fluid. Yes, Mad Bomber. Cannabis Kid. Mad Bomber. That's up next. All right. So this is the same as that other one. It works, but you're kind of just moving one square at a time. It's real touchy. So, I mean, you could play it. I don't know that you would want to play this one this way. Oops, why didn't that move? Oh, wait, maybe because of this. It works great when I'm going all the way across, but when I'm doing one at a time, it's kind of touchy. It's definitely playable. It works well, but let me see if this helps. Like, if I'm moving, I'm just barely touching it. You can see it's kind of back and forth. Beep, 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 beep. If you just barely touch it, you can move one, but if it moves at all, it's jumping either there, another one forward, or back. Let me try it with the controller. See, with the controller, it's like that other game where you're tapping once per line. That's hard to do on that spinner. So I'm just tapping to go back and forth on the spinner. That's like that side game that we couldn't figure out for a while. It's like that. So if you grab it and then stop it and don't move, you can play it. But honestly, I would not play this game with the spinner. As is, anyway. It's a little too touchy. It's great for moving all the way across. Let's see if I can do it on the disc too by holding it. All right, there's Block 'em, Sock 'em, and my cart fell apart. I need to do glue. They signed these and they had them. They weren't sealed all the way. This is from PRGE. I will fix that later. Boy, I got a whole bunch of packages today. I got quite a good mail call. I don't think too much of it's Intellivision. So now let's find Mad Bomber. I don't have to stand up for that one. All right, we're starting on the floor. So here is Mad Bomber. This is like Kaboom. We're going to see how this one works. Chris Derrig, Program and Graphics. Oh, I've got foam pieces, or styrofoam, I should say. All right. I've never had this one out. There's the cart. I'll remember to stick it back over to the game screen. Done that way too many times. Collector Vision. So you got Mad Bomber and Avalanche. Oh yeah, that works good. And it can move fast too. I missed one. Not the controller's fault. Yeah, this one works great. Mad Bomber is a win. That's for sure. What's next, guys? What's next? Let me catch up with chat. Atari Kid, what's going on? Welcome. We are testing the Intelli-Paddle. There is one of these for Atari as well. This is the Intellivision version. Oh boy, I didn't check it. How does it work with the controller? The regular controller. Which game was that for? I think 1 and 6 can be set to speed. Are we talking about Mad Bomber, or did I not see chat for a while? We'll try Avalanche right now. I don't think I've ever played that one. Were you asking Charles about this game, or was it the last, or was it Block'em Sock'em? That 215? That was probably Block'em Sock'em. So start game. Avalanche. Yeah, I did try that one, John. I tried that one with the regular controller, and it's the same way. It's that tap, tap, tap to move a line, tap, tap, tap. So it was a little, this one works good too. I know Mike would love this. This is Avalanche on Mad Bomber. Uh-oh, it's getting smaller. And less. Smaller and less. Oh no. Could not make that one. Yeah, that one works great. Yep. I did try that one. Yes, Intelli-Paddle, it works great. I mean, obviously controllers like this are not for every single game, but for the games it is designed for, and some of the other games that are just working, it is a great option. Yep, I figured you would. All right, so what other homebrews, guys? I mean, if you guys think of one, there's a lot of you in here. Let me know. I have every single one at our disposal behind me. We can try anything. If not, I can take a second and kind of look. But off the top of my head, it's hard to remember 200 and something homebrews and just say, oh, yeah, this would work great with a paddle. Come on, get in there. Speaking of Collector Vision, for those of you that like that club, that is the 2025 Collector Vision Club is now open. I haven't signed up yet, but I'm going to. This will be my 3rd or 4th year doing that. I love the clubs like that. And I think what a lot of people like is you get access to that ROM vault. There are a ton of games. So, I mean, if it's something that you like, Coleco games, I have a Phoenix. I don't even have a ColecoVision, but I do have the Phoenix, and that thing is amazing. They're very hard to get and quite expensive now, but I got it when they were still selling them. Access to that ROM vault, even if you just joined 1 year and sold the games, you have access to Intellivision ROMs, the ColecoVision, all kinds of stuff, and tons of them. So if you like ROMs, that alone is a reason. All right. How does Blix play? And that doesn't look like it based off the back. What other games, you guys? I can go through here and kind of guess. There's not a whole lot of spinner type games that would work with that controller. Go Sub wouldn't. Fight for the Cup, Fubar, Galaxian. Is that, I can't remember. Is that one I move? I think that might be one I move up and down to. I can't remember. Tried to do the gatefold opening on that. Oh, this is going to be a fun cleanup. I know what I'm doing in the morning. All right. Big Block says, sorry I missed it. Will the Intelli-Paddle work with Sears Super Video Arcade? Yes, sir, it will. That is the best option for the original consoles and Intellivision 2. There are ways, like you could, even if you have a regular 2609, you guys can get adapters. You just have to take apart the bottom and plug them in, and there are ways. It's just not as easy. You can move up and down. You can move up and down. There's a dip switch, and you can go from side to side and up and down. Oh, you're talking about this game, yeah. Let's try it. I can try it with both controllers. I couldn't remember. Game over. I haven't even started. Nope, I can't move up and down. Are you thinking of Gorf? So yeah, this works great. Galaxian, and I can't move up and down on the controller, so I keep looking over. Please tell me I have the game screen on. Yes, it works. Series of Arcade. Oh, hell, you're right. Yes, I believe it's Gorf that you're thinking of. And I'm like, all these different games, I'm like, how's it move? How's it move? Big Block says, awesome. Bank account looks nervously at me. Yeah, believe me, I know that feeling, buddy. Everything in television I have to buy, and then I've been going really hard on NES and Master System. I'm sitting about, I had about 70 at PRGE in September for NES. I'm about 300 now, maybe like a couple away, and that's like almost 40 boxed. And Master System, I'm over halfway. I'm about 60 something out of 114 North American releases. So I thought I was going to get out of that, but I couldn't. So yeah, Galaxian, this works great. Very quick going back and forth. This one here. This is another one Mike would love to play this game with the Intelli-Paddle. He's like me. Certain games, you just got to have it. All right, Charles, hopefully you got that one on the list. That works great. Catch up with chat, see if there's anything here. Yeah, he says, damn right. All right. Who said what about the final boss? I missed that. Where did I see that from? Oh, maybe for the final boss? I don't know. All right. So obviously there's a few more that I can think of. Get in there. Does anyone else have any other homebrews they want me to try? I'll look up here and see. Gorf, I think you move. I don't think that one's going to work because you got to move up and down as well. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But let's try it because it might have been a limitation. I'm pretty sure this one you do, but I honestly can't remember fully. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Hey, more foam. I was going to say this has to be collector vision. We'll try it with the regular controller first. Yeah, I'm not moving up. So I know in the arcade you do, but I'm not moving up here. So it must be because of, you know, that's a game that's vertical and this is horizontal. I'm guessing that's why you're. So this works for Gorf too. It controls really well left and right. And I'm gripping the thing, you know, sideways because you're usually not moving all the way across the screen. I'm checking periodically to see if I can move up, and I can't. So this level either. So another win. Gorf. Getting to check out all kinds of homebrews and check out the paddle controller. I knew I was really looking forward to this stream just because I knew I was going to get to play a whole bunch of games and kind of see what works. And it's great that Charles is here because I can get a copy of all these notes with what he has combined afterwards. So I don't even have to worry about remembering which ones work. I always forget I want to push the button fast. And it takes away your shot if you shoot again. Okay. So everything still works the same, except I'm going to die. All right, so Gorf is a win. It wouldn't be on the arcade, but it is on the Intellivision version. All right, let's see if we got else. So the paddle works. And Gorf, yeah, but you can move up and down, but the Intellivision version doesn't have this feature. Yes. So Gorf does work with the paddle controller, just like Galaxian. Who do we bribe to hack auto racing? That would be Michael Hayes, David Harley. I don't know. One would think that button mapping, even though like that would be not something really difficult, but you know, who knows? Auto racing, I don't know. Pole position, all that was working really well. You just need to change the throttle button to one of the side buttons, and that game would be perfect. David says, were you able to spin the scope on Sub Hunt using it? I did not try that. But would you be able to play the rest of the game? I mean, Sub Hunt's one I didn't have as a kid, and I don't know how to play it. It's one of the ones that I still need to do for my gameplay videos, and the reason it's not there is because I don't know how to play it. I'm moving the ship back and forth. You're going to have to tell me how to play this, you know, to get to the scope part. Yeah, see right there, I have to move the ships up and down, and you won't be able to play the game fully. I mean, it might work with the scope part. Oh, here we go again. And part of that is because I'm staring at the screen, so I think you are too. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't know any of the buttons. Yeah, but definitely you can't. This one's not going to work playing the game because you got to be able to move in different directions. All right. Anyone else have any ideas? I have a few more. Yeah, Sub Hunt. We can't. Sub Hunt's not going to work because you're not just side to side. What else we got over here? Buck Rogers. No, there's Brick Out. Brick Out on this. Did I already pull? I already pulled Brick Out. I just forgot to play it. I had Brick Out and Astro Invader. So I already had those out because I will try Astro Invader. This is a game I haven't played. I believe this, yeah, CollectorVision. It almost looks like a cross between a few games. It almost looks like some version of Carnival. I have no clue what this is. This will be the first time I played it. It's kind of exciting to play games that I haven't played before. There's some more of that foam. I don't know if I need an overlay, if they're even in here. Switch it over. All right, so Astro Invader from CollectorVision. Start game, ship at 1,000 points, initial lives 3, game, Invader. Also, there's Kamikaze or Invader. So we're playing Invader, 1 or 2 players. Oh, you know what? I might have tried this before. I don't know what I'm doing, but it moves very nice. Yeah, this is definitely, you can see it's moving across very fluid. I'm not supposed to let something go past me, apparently. That's cool. It all turns red. I'm dead. I must have played this for Astro Smash Mondays, maybe, or maybe I saw them play it. Because I don't think I've ever pulled mine out and played it. Oh, there's another one. Oh. So this one works. Astro Invader from CollectorVision. Switch back and forth. Oh, this is big. Games are everywhere. So now we're going to try Brick Out. I think this is the one Charles said works, but not really well. This is Brick Out. There's the back of the box. Don't fall. It kind of, whenever you're trying to move slow, it's kind of blocky. But you know what? It's that way with the controller too, Charles. So when you're moving like this fast, it's the same as this, holding it back and forth. It moves fine. When I'm trying to go slow, you can. This is with the controller here. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, my gosh. So I'm going to show you right here. Whenever you're trying to move slow, you can see it's kind of chunky how it moves. And that's what it's doing. It's not going to move any different. Like when I'm going all the way across, it's smooth, just like the controller. But you still have that kind of chunky movement. But it does that with the controller. So I would call this game a win. It doesn't do anything worse than using with the regular controller. This is a game, in my opinion, that need a little more work on the control. I have played this one with the regular controller. You have to do a whole lot of guessing of where that thing's going to be. But in my opinion, this is another win. $230. Got a little bit more time here. Like I said earlier, I've got FDR for Prez coming to do some testing on hardware. And he's coming about 4. And that was my only time constraint for this. Okay, that was Gorf. All right, what's next? Author Command, Caverns of Mars. What about Caverns of Mars? You move up and down on that, not just side to side, right? It's not. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, just for Brick Out. All those style games, those are the #1 games for me for one of these controllers. I think I confused it with the Intellivision version, which wasn't released. Could have. Yeah, okay, I was thinking so. Deep Pockets, Cornhole, Cosmic Avenger. That looks like something that would go up and down. Deep Zone. That doesn't look like just a two-way. Donkey Kong, Gyrus Hard Hat, Heli, Hotel Bunny. I don't think that one would matter anyway. Jaws, Jump King, Jungle Hunt, Keystone Coppers, King of the Mountain, Land Battle, definitely not. Laser Sharks. Yeah, not that one. Mancala, Maria, Melody Runner, Meteors. I think that's, yep, like asteroids. Moonsweeper. Is Moonsweeper just side to side? I'll put it until someone answers. I'm not sure about Moonsweeper. It almost looks like it might be just a side to side. Does anyone know? Yeah, Pong definitely. Where am I at now? It's Night Stalker. I know there's another one in here. Penguin, not Penguin Land, Antarctic Tales. I can't remember. I played this several times and then I second guessed myself. I can't remember if I move up and down in that. We already tried Stonix. Stop the Express, Return of the Jedi. Anyone answer yet about... Does anyone know Ultimate Pong? Some of the games in Paddle Party and Ultimate Pong work. What about Moonsweeper? Does anyone familiar with that? It kind of looks like a game where you're just on the bottom. Both screenshots are on the bottom. We can try that one if no one knows. Let's go ahead and try it. I don't believe I've ever played this one either. So I did order a new desk. I'm excited. It should be here in the next day or two. Right here, I've got a 55-inch wide desk. I've got a rail system with the lights, and the mic is right here. You can see it right there. I'm going to pull this out like 1.5 feet, 2 feet. So I'll be somewhere back here a little closer to the games. But I have plenty of room because there's like 6 feet from my desk to these games you see. I'm going to move the rail system back so I can get a really high quality camera back there. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to plan to do. And we'll have some better lighting, better cameras. All right. Let's try it. First time playing this. Switch it over. Oh, I'm moving up and down, so let's see about gameplay. All right, so gameplay, I'm not moving up and down. So maybe just selecting, that's why you have that. One of the reasons you have that adapter, because I'm not able to move up and down. I'm stuck at the bottom, just side to side. Whether or not that changes on some other level, I don't know. Both the screenshots just showed it. Yeah, I'm not moving up or down. So this one works really good with this one as well. You just have to, select the level. I really don't know what I'm doing either, so That's not helping. But yeah, Moonsweeper is a win. This part right here is the only part, but you have both controllers hooked up. So this part here looks like you select your level, but after that, spinner works great. So Moon Patrol, another win. Or sorry, Moonsweeper. TJ, sorry buddy, I didn't see you. We are testing controllers. So we are testing the Intelli-Paddle controller. So it works great for lots of games. Not everything, but a lot of them. You got all your side buttons. Hopefully you're still here. Sorry I didn't see you come in, buddy. TJ is the whole reason that I have the collection you see behind me and why I'm on YouTube. I happened to randomly come across one of his videos, and it was back whenever they were doing Amico skits, and I'm like, what? A new Intellivision is coming? And then this wasn't at the beginning when it was first announced. It had already been a while, I guess. And then I'm like, you know what? I missed some of my Intellivision collection because I had a very large collection way back early on. I was one of the early collectors. And I sold all the rare stuff. I still had thousands of commons. I used to buy like lots like crazy. I have thousands of commons, all thousands of loose carts, probably like 60, 70 consoles, all different kinds of things. I sold all the rare stuff, never sold the common stuff. And after TJ's video, I thought, you know what? I want to get some stuff again. Not going to go crazy like last time. Just going to get a little bit. Yeah, that didn't last long. All right. I don't know where this goes. Where are we at here? Definitely not Pitfall. Princess Bride. What about some of the Pumpkin trilogies? I can't remember. I don't even know. I can't remember what Princess Bride is. Oh, yeah. Platformer. Covatus, Dynamite, Robot Rubble, Robot Army, Scarfinger, Sea Venture. We do have one more to try here, didn't we? Have another Antarctic Tales. I can't remember if that one I moved forward or not. We'll try it. TJ's still here. I love watching TJ play games. Well, this is interesting. Rev. Can you guys see that? That is deep. I mean, I can get a donor from another cart. Rev does use recycled carts. Sometimes that stuff happens, but that is deep. Good Lord. All right, first, I'm going to switch over to the screen so you can see it. I'm going to try it with the controller and see if I can move up or down or if it's just side to side because I can't remember. This one's a little low volume. All right. There is not side to side, but I am jumping with up. But I can also jump with the side button. So let's try it with the paddle. One second. Okay, so the speed is controlled. I was hitting those blue things that was making me jump. I can't go faster. It does work great for the side to side, but I can't speed up or slow down. I don't think. Let me try with the buttons. Yep, it would be great. That's another one with a button hack. That one could work. So Antarctic Tales works, but not fully. Anyone else have any ideas? Yep, you need the whole keypad. Yeah, Mike, I know you feel strongly on that. TJ says, I'm a dumbass for getting rid of all I owned and having to buy it back now.
Someone is at the front door.
Someone's at my front door. Hopefully that's not Frank already. It's supposed to be like a 4. We almost never have anyone knock on our front door because we are fully gated and I don't leave that thing open. 1 second here, guys, because if nobody's answering down there, that means, oh, it's UPS. So that's what I knew. I forgot something. So I was telling you guys that I was gonna move all this desk out a couple feet and redo everything. And I have a desk here beside me. I have like 3 feet, and I'm gonna put another desk there, and I'm gonna have a few more monitors and a bunch of consoles so I can switch back and forth. I was telling you about the desk earlier, and then I go, crap, I forgot what I was gonna add to that. But that's what just showed up. I seen a big old flat box. It is the desk for up here. So sweet. I'll be only thing is I can't get it up here. I'll have to have my old man father come down, or my wife take it up piece by piece out of the box, because I can't lift for 3 more weeks more than 15 pounds. What else we got now? Did we say a game? Yep, I prefer the good, nice carts. I don't know if I think those aren't too bad on price either after you pay for shipping and all that, but he still prefers that way. Then you got to scrape off the labels. And triple action. You know what? Did I miss that one, or I not have it? TJ says, do they have new cases for the Intellivision that look the same? Yes, they do. There are some that look just like this, except for I don't think they have the insert here line. They're just kind of, I can't think of one off the top of my head to show you, but they do have the carts that look like this. And then they have, this is another one. I think this is an LTO case here. I like this one, except for the 90-degree bend on the label. That part I'm not a fan of because they always come unstuck eventually. So this is the LTO Flash. You know what they look like. That's what that case is from. And there's another one too. Is it Activision style? Triple Action. We need to try that one. Should work. Great game. TJ says, burglars coming to steal your Intellivision. Well, they'll have a hard time getting up here. Slappy. Yes, TJ is the man. So are you, sir. Slappy does a lot of artwork for a lot of YouTubers. It's really great. Luke makes new OG style Intellivision. Yes, he does sell them. You and I can go buy them. They are in his store. You can check them out at Intellivision Collector if you want. Let me see if Triple Action is on here. I don't recall seeing it. I'll switch over if I find it. Yeah, it's Triple Challenge. That was a different one. Triple Action. Is it called Triple Action? Yep. That ROM must not be on here. I do not see it. Well, that's why I never thought to try it. I was just cycling through the games, but I do have it here. Again, sorry about the buzz if that's going to stay there. All right, so we're going to try racing cars. I don't even know what option. Yep, that works good. I didn't know how to play it at first. I have to hold the side button to go. And I'm going back and forth. Uh-oh. I should have hit brake there. Sorry, guys, that's a little loud. I wish the games would all stay the same volume. Well, I'm great at this one. I'm assuming the next button's brake. I'm going to have to learn it. Yeah, that works good. Oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm fired after today. Very fluid. I'm holding the side button for throttle. Oh. This would probably be the only game out of these three, though, that you could play with the spinner or the paddle controller. And I don't know too many people clamoring to play this game. It's not bad, but I wouldn't call it great. All right. Just leave the blue screen on, you guys. I can't forget. Most exciting television homebrew sets released in 2025. I only know of a few. There's a really good one, Paulista Avenue, that's supposed to be coming anytime. That one looks really good, but we saw recently another early version of a racing game, and we have Mr. Do port. I've played that on the channel. Speedway on the O2. That is one of the games I'm nostalgic for. The neighbor, I only knew one person that had an Odyssey 2, which is why I have the complete US set. There's certain games I just love to play. We fire them up. I love to play on the Odyssey. I can't pick up games I never played for whatever reason. I don't like them all. I do like some, but all the games that I played at my neighbor's house, I love playing those still to this day. And I love the Casey games, the Munchkin. I love the idea that the pellets move. I like that. We'll have to trust you on that. Okay, what else? Is there anything else? This one should work. I think Charles has even tried it. The Space Invaders Homebrew, mixing two games, getting the best of both worlds, adding a lot of options. This is Intellivision, David Harley creation. I'm going to remember to flip over. Oh, too many games. Level of play, beginner, speed of the invaders, columns. You can set pretty much everything on this. It seems okay. Let me try it with the controller. It seems a little touchy with the paddle. And I'm dead. Let's try one more time. Try it with the paddle again. It works, but it feels different than the controller, not like the other games where, you know, it's real fluid and works nice. It does work. It's almost like hypersensitive, or something's a little different in how this one moves. And sometimes, like, it's taking off when I really don't want it to. I don't think that has anything to do with the paddle. I think it's something to do with how the control's working on the game. I thought that one would work for sure, but that's one. It does work, but I don't know that I would play it with the paddle controller. Big ass bullets. Yep, definitely. They get skinny. There's all different settings on that one. You can go into you can put all different ways on that game. It's great. But I do find that one to play a lot better with the controller. Why? I don't know. Space Cunt, that'll work. Spine of the Bee. Star Mercenary. Stonix, we already tried. Bowling, Mario. I'm not sure what else there would be. Which way? No. Zigzag, zip, zap. That might. Exor. Traffic jam. Time pilot. That's the one someone called out earlier, wanted to see. I don't think that's going to work. Because you got to move in all directions, not one way or the other, but let's stick it in. I love this game. I actually bought the arcade version on my Switch. I plan to do side-by-side, play a little bit of this, play a little bit of that, talk about the differences. So it's so fluid. The disc is just perfect for this game. So I can already tell you this. It's going to work some. See how I can move from 9 to 3, and that's it. I can't do anything lower, but man, that would be awesome. I think I would still prefer the disc, to be honest, because spinning, yeah, I'm spinning the ship and it's fluid, but when I move my thumb to a position like where the ship is, I know right where it's going to be. Like, I don't have to worry about stopping the spinning until I get it. Technically, I guess you can play it for a while because you can just keep going up. It would work. You just can't go down. Very limited. I wouldn't call that a playable game with it, though. What'd I do with the box? All right. We're down to the nitty-gritty here. Not too many more back here. Tron, no. I need to make room on another shelf because I ran out of homebrew space. Vanguard, no. Voice, no. Up Monsters, I don't believe. Definitely not. Last one we're going to try, unless someone has an idea, we are going to try the one we were playing earlier. Zigzag, zip, zap. We're going to try cart tag. Because that just might work. Running out of room. All right, so zip is cart tag. That was from the Tiny contest. I went live playing all these games earlier. That was 9 a.m. this morning, my time. I played for a little over an hour. We played all the different modes in zigzag, zip, zap, and we played which way. Which way is, I like it, but oh, it's frustrating. You have to move 4 directions to get across the screen with things moving in all directions, and you can't touch any of them. Up is not up, down is not down, right is not right, left is not left, but they're all mixed up. So, and it's random. So one level up is like right and down is up and left is right. And it's like, it's all mixed up. Every time you play is different, every map. So you have to figure it out before you crash into anything and then remember the pattern for each level and get to the other side. Well, it's aggravating, but I don't call it like in a bad way, but it's like, it just makes me want to play more and figure it out. My brain wants to learn a pattern and then keep doing it. So here we're going to try zip. Let me try it with the controller first. All right, so I'm pushing a side button and I'm only going side to side, so that should work. Oh yeah, that works nice. I like that. Zip is another winner. The other 2 games, you won't be able to play it, but this one, definitely. This is nice and it's smooth. Yeah, I definitely like it on this one. This would easily be my preferred method to play this game here. over the controller. Not that the controller is bad. This just works really well. I don't think I ever beat you. Did I beat you in card tag? I'd have to go back and look because we all had some of the records and I don't really remember. But that was fun. Mike would come in and kick ass, and then I would have to play, and other people were playing. Rick was playing. One of us, he's like, I'm not playing anymore. And then someone would beat a score, and he'd go back and beat it again. We just kept going back and forth. And we were playing, what was it, like 7, 8 different games on that mini. Okay, so the brake works, the throttle works. Yeah, this is fluid. It's nice. I'm going to have to tell Harvey, you need an Intelli-Paddle. It works great for kart tag. It's like you're driving with a steering wheel. Nice. Oh, yeah. I don't think so, but maybe. All the games look great. There's a lot of fun games, and there's a lot of testing for this that I've never played. You know, it's like, what do you mean you haven't played games you bought? I literally have thousands of those. Even in Intellivision, there's 200 and something homebrews behind me. Some of them I've played. A lot of them I've played. I've played most of the original 125. There's still 15 or so games I just don't know how to play. I have gameplay videos and a playlist on my channel, and I'm a little over 100. So if you want to check out gameplay from any of them, I've got most of them there. Eventually, the plan is to complete the 125. I'm only around 60-something gameplay videos for homebrew games. But once I'm done with the 125, I'm going to focus on, I'm going to at least do like 1 or 2 a week and just play a little bit, show the game off. There's no mic. There's no, camera. It's just showing the game off. And later I'll be doing more when I do the homebrew highlight playthroughs. That's whenever I have the camera on and chat and go through it. But working on that still. But yeah, there's a lot of games that I need to try. Every once in a while I pull one up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really like this game. It's like, I can't believe I haven't played it. All right, so I think you should also have to play every copy of every game you have. Mike, that would be hard for you as well. I've seen that walkthrough of your game room. Yeah, near impossible, especially if you count digital. Yeah, I don't mind. I kept screwing up and not having the screen on. It's not very professional, but it was a fun live stream, fun to play the games. A lot of them, that card tag was really good. Zip, that's what it's called. I always want to call it card tag, but it's called Zip now. So yeah. I've got about 6,000 physical games. That would be tough. Yeah, like I tell people, I could literally play 1 game a day for the rest of my life, and I would never catch up. And that's just trying them. No dupes. I have a few dupes, but I have a lot. I don't know how many I have total. I go all the way back to Pong units and all the way to modern games. I do have thousands in physical as well. I mean, digital, but Zigzag, Zip Zap. And those are 3 games: Zigzag, Zip, and Zap. So that racing one was called Zip. Everyone else is going to pretty much know it as Kart Tag because that's what it was called in the tiny contest. And I'll show it to you here if I can find the darn thing. Oh, it's still in the... So this is it right here, Charles. Zigzag, Zip Zap. 3-in-1 game cartridge for Intellivision. And... let me get the box. This is the box. It's from Harvey, 511 Under. But yeah, that one plays really well. That will definitely be my preferred method of play for Zip. That one works. Yeah, all 3 games on that collection don't work. The other 2 just use different directions. But that game, the individual game Zip, fully works. And it works really well. So unless there's anything that I missed, if you guys see anything else I should try or come up with anything, I think that's going to do it. We've been going for a little over 2 hours now of what I thought would be a little over an hour. I've got about 45 minutes and a little over, close to an hour until Frank gets here. I think we're going to call that a stream unless someone has another game that you would like me to see that we haven't already tried, or if you were here late and you want to see a game, I could pop that in really quick as well if you don't want to go back and watch it. Thanks. I was able to add partially working. I think I was able to add everything to the list. You might want to put those 3 games as individual or something, because yeah, it's a partial if you look at the whole cart, but those are 3 different games on one cart. So that game fully works and works well. So you might want to put in a note or something, but you don't want people to say it works partial and then they don't try it. Because that sometimes, like if I saw works partial, I wouldn't even try it. And that game is definitely one that you want to try with the paddle, Intelli-Paddle. Later, folks. Fun stream. Thanks, Mike. Glad you could stick around and join in, and glad I got to play your beat 'em and eat 'em. Michelle did great catching all those. Michelle did great. All right. Well, we're going to call it, unless, Charles, you have anything else you want to add or ask about. Anyone else has another game you want to see really quick? I mean, I've got half of them out around me on the floor. You can see them. They're stacked. You can see it right here. I gotta back up and slowly get out of here. Oh, I gotta fix this. You can see it on my black shirt. See it right on my shoulder, that little dot? That is inside the camera. It's not the outer lens that has to be cleaned. All of a sudden, there's like a speck of something inside where I cannot get, and it's driving me nuts. I hate seeing that, and there's nothing I can do about it. Part of the reason why I'm going to have everything moved out, and I'm going to use I'm going to use my last iPhone. The quality is really good on there. I can't get rid of that little dot, and it's on all my recent videos. Yeah, no problem. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate the work you're doing, giving controllers like this to us Intellivision folks. I can't say enough. I mean, there's guys like you that can make hardware. There's programmers that can do games. I can show things off on YouTube and help spread the word. I'm not making any games, programming any games. I'm not making any hardware, but I will support and buy it all, and I will show people and let them make their own decisions. That's my part. Your part is much more valuable. You can actually create the things. Is there a Tron arcade homebrew on Intellivision? We have a lot of Tron games. I didn't play the original one. We have Tron Complete, Tron Anthology, Adventures of Tron, which was the M Network game for the Atari. I don't know that we have the arcade. If Mike was still in here, he would know, but I think he took off. All right, Charles says, should have them for sale tomorrow or Friday. 15 built, but he does have a lot of parts. So if you definitely want one quick, I would definitely check out that. If you send me that link, Charles, I'll post it all over all the different groups. I'll do a little quick blurb video, maybe a short, and I'll post it on all my social media. We'll try to get all those sold for you. It works well. I mean, obviously a controller like this is not for every game, but for the games it's designed to work with and a few others, man, it's great to have that paddle. I really like it. All right, guys, that's going to do it. What am I going to be on next? I'm not going to be on tomorrow. That's part of the reason why I did 2 live streams today. I need a day also to rip apart this desk. There's a lot of equipment on here. I have to pull everything off, put it back on. I have a computer add-on. I have camera to set up and put everything back, and it's going to take a while. I might come live Friday and do some more, just a gameplay, live chat and play a game. I don't know which game yet. The weekend, I may go live on one of the days, and of course, I'm going to have the show on Monday. So, and we are starting half hour earlier. I'm going to be starting at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern. That extra half hour will probably be good for me and the people in the later time zones. Won't be up so late, but we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Checking out all the games that worked on the new Intelli-Paddle. It's a great little controller. Thank you, Charles, for bringing this to the masses. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good evening.
Rise up, get ready for the fight. The Intellivision gamer, shining so bright. Reviews and gameplay, he's got it all from classics to new. He stands tall, interviews and insights. He's on a mission, unleashing the power of retro intuition. He's got the uses his stage, says brothers unite. Intellivision gamer, he brings the light with the game console. He's making history.